Alafia, everyone. Peace and blessings. I hope that you are walking in much array, love, joy, happiness, and bliss. I want to quickly come on here and talk about your spiritual journey as it relates to introspection and loneliness. I feel like that is very important. I feel like that we all experience that. We cannot escape that. That's all a part of the unique design, because the things that we go through, we have to understand that we are predestined, right? It is already written. And, in other words, your Ori, your journey, you need to trust those things. That's very important. Allow Ori to guide you. It knows what you are here to accomplish, it knows what you are here to do. Another thing I would like to add as well is that loneliness is a teacher. Loneliness can be the great teacher. I try not to use the word lonely because I know, as a spiritual person, that we are not ever alone. We have, or we that will always accompany us, even when Orisha is not there. We have our ancestors that are first, that share blood with us, right? So we have these things, even if they are a part of the so-called invisible realm. So understand that you are never alone. However, to go back to my point, loneliness is the great teacher. Through introspection, we can find enlightenment. We can gain clarity. All those things are a blessing. We should be able to sit with ourselves and reflect. We should be able to sit with ourselves and be comfortable and be at peace in that space. Because if you cannot be at peace in your own space, then that is another issue, right? Then that is codependency. That's a whole nother thing, right? And sometimes when we find ourselves attached to people to prevent feeling lonely, to prevent feeling empty, this can be very detrimental, because guess what? When that person decides to leave you, whether it be a spiritual teacher, mentor, God, sibling, whoever, then your faith can tend to leave you as well. So, and you don't want that to happen. Once again, your journey is unique to itself. It should not be contingent upon who shares it with you. Those things will come. Trust me, as you allow your spirits to guide you, the people that are supposed to be with you, your tribe, will find you. So we have to understand that first and foremost. If you see me looking over too, I have notes. Y'all know that I'm a note taker, and for the sake of timeliness of this video and preparation, I have to make sure that I'm staying in order here. So yes, that's very important to understand, because faith anchors you. You have to make sure that even if you cannot see what's before you, excuse me, that you know that you are going in the direction that is divinely led, right? Faith by sight. We will not always have that, just like that, we've all heard it before. We have to walk by faith and not by sight, right? And that is when we know how much faith we actually have. That's when faith is measured, when we can't understand what's going on. But we know, once again, that things were predestined, and it's a divine timing for everything. Now, we can venture off and talk about sometimes when we're out of alignment and we may experience hardship. However, that is not what I'm talking about here in this video. I'm talking about when you are doing everything that you should be doing. You are learning, you are being a student, but you still find yourself maybe in difficult situations, feeling alone. So I'm not talking about when you do things that can corrupt and distort your vision, derail you from your path. I'm specifically talking about when you know that to your best ability that you are doing what you are supposed to be doing, and you just can't understand, why am I being left behind? Why am I being left in darkness? So once again, introspecting, grounding yourself, reflecting is very important, right? And also, you have to understand too that you want to find your resilience, in those times too. We only know who we are when we go through things, tough things. When the going gets tough, that's when we find out what we're truly made of. That's when your character really shines as well. Once again, being forced to sit down with yourself and commune and talk to your own self, talk to your inner self, your higher self, because we all possess a spirit within ourselves. We reach out to all these spirits, right? But sometimes we forget that we also have an inner spirit inner spirit guiding us, right? So that's important. We are in a meat suit. We are humans, but we also have a spirit in which knows, a consciousness in which guides us. And we can definitely tap into that. That never leaves. It stays with you when others come and go. So understand that as well. So that's really important as well. Having patience in that time as well. Um, the Odu Irosun says that do not live life in a hurry. Do not be so quick to take a title. There is another life after this, and it's very, very sweet. So you want to take your time. Moving too fast, rushing too fast. You don't have a chance to digest things. You don't have a chance to really understand what's going on, what you are going through. You're missing things. You're missing the lesson, right? And then you might feel yourself being lost. You want to have time to acclimate things into your life. That's very, very important as well. That's another thing I wanted to mention as well too. Also, during those tough times, the Odu Urosun also says, do not say the thing that is you are doing will kill you. You will not die. Instead, make sacrifice, to make sure that you are conquering things as well. To me, that speaks of, okay, things are going on in my life. I'm starting to feel, a little bit of the pressure, but know that pressure busts pipes. Don't feel defeated by things all the time. That is putting yourself in a place of victimhood. You don't want to do that. You're going to face things, but in those times, that's what you're here to do. You're here to learn these lessons. You're here to accomplish things. You're here to achieve things, or else you will always be the woe is me person. You will always be sobbing, and nothing happens. Nothing good happens. You'll just get more of that, right? So that's basically what I wanted to say, you all. Like I said, just a quick video, and remember, I just want you guys to make sure you are remember this. Remember to stay committed, to stay strong. You want to make sure that you trust every step that you are taking is uniquely guided. It was already written, so understand that. Understand your Ori will never leave you. Your ancestors will never leave you. Your inner spirit is there to help guide you. So I hope that once again, that you guys continue on your journey, regardless of who is a part of it and who is not. It's your journey, and it's for your own benefit. Ashe, everybody. Odabo.